smidge. No. Just turn them off. Thanks for a little bit of this. Ooh, pretty, pretty. Okay, that's better. Okay. Aw, hi, baby. Okay. Let me check in with Kristen. Babe. See who I have on here. My viewers. Let's see. Can we see anybody? Alright. Yogis, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Yoga at Noon with Daisha. Hi. I think that's Cassie. Hi, Sergio. We don't need any props for this class, just a mat and an open mind. I'm actually going to go over to the mat. If you guys would shoot me a thumbs up, make sure you can see me okay, see that lighting, make sure that everything is good before we get started here. And I'm just going to ask, I think that might be Cassie or Kristen down there. If you guys can see me okay, shoot me a thumbs up. We're going to start on the back. I'm just going to make sure the lighting is correct. And let's see. All right, I got a thumbs up. I think that means we can see me okay. Hope everybody's feeling well this morning. I don't know what that was. All right, yogis, welcome to Yoga at Noon. Thank you, Kristen. It's so good to see you. I just want to make sure you can see that mat back there. Guys, pop in with the comments if you have any concerns, any issues. Remember, we don't want any pain during our yoga practice, so just do the best you can. If you have some props at home that you know that you need to go to, those blocks, straps, towels, get those. But today is a prop-less class, so when you're ready, let's be safe, let's have some fun, and let's go do some yoga. I'll meet you on your mat. Coming on to the back. Let's come into broken bridge to get our practice started, arriving and coming to a stop so that we can restart, re-energize. So I'm going to invite you guys to come down onto your back. Check in with your body, make sure the clothes are adjusted. Maybe lift the buttocks flush, slide that glute flush forward towards the back of your heels, and really elongate that lumbar spine as you lower the low back down. Now let your hands go wherever they'd like. And I'm just going to suggest to get started, broken bridge. So what I've done here is taken my feet about hip width apart, let the knees fall in towards one another. I'm going to turn my heels slightly out. Now if you're feeling some pinching or pain in your low back, gently press into your feet, root that low back into the mat, and then begin to relax and release. If this is uncomfortable, please come into a different position. If you want to come into reclined down angle with the knees out, or just the legs completely out long, that is more than fine too. Once you've settled in, give yourself permission to lift the head, chin slightly into the chest for the back of a long neck. The crown of the head is reaching towards the top edge of your mat, and your tailbone is reaching towards the edge, the bottom edge of your yoga mat. Notice what's going on around you. Take a deep breath in. And see if you can close down the eyes. And let's begin to bring the attention to the breath. Begin to notice the inhalation. Notice your exhalation. As we move today, as we breathe, as we flow, I just encourage you at home, anytime that beautiful mind starts to wander as we're on our mat, I want you to come back to making each moment count. So whether it's a breath, a transition, a pause, a drink of water, make every moment count for the next 45 minutes, really devoting this time to yourself. If Ujjayi Pranayama, that victorious ocean-like breath, is in your practice, go ahead and bring that in right now. Teeth are parted, tongue is relaxed down to the bottom of the mouth. As we inhale, we slightly constrict the muscles in the back of the throat, making that ocean-like sound. Following that with the exhalation, same thing. And if that breath isn't for you today, that's okay. Breathe how it feels best. As we take a few more moments just to arrive into our body, gently letting the thoughts settle. Stay in the present moment, the frame you're in right now. This is the only moment where happiness, joy, and love can be found. So remember to breathe, move, have fun, smile, and let's make every moment count. Take a deep breath in through the nose, sigh it through the mouth if you'd like, and begin to blink open those beautiful eyes. We already have the knees bent, so I want you to heel toe the feet out to the edges of the yoga mat. Knees are pointing straight up to the ceiling. Your hands can go out to your sides or to your belly, wherever you feel best. I'm actually going to take my arms overhead and bend the elbows. Press into your feet, take a deep breath in. We're going to exhale and drop the knees over to the left for a breath or two. Pause here, just start to warm up the body. Inhale, press your right shoulder down into the mat. Exhale your right knee down towards your left foot. Inhale, bring that back up to center. Exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Feet are as wide as the yoga mat so the feet aren't touching. Really press and root into this left shoulder. Puff the left side of the chest up. Deep breath. Inhale, bring that back to center. Exhale, drop it over to the left for a breath. Let the inhale bring you back up. Warming up through the body how you see fit. Remember that your breath pattern might not match mine, and that's totally okay today. We're going to bring it up and over to the right. As we come back to center, I want you to bring your knees up, drop the knees over to the left, and pause here. Now maybe you just stay right here. This is enough intensity, or if you'd like to go a little bit deeper with me, pick up that left ankle, press that left ankle right on top of that right thigh, push and flex the foot. So I want you to press that left heel away, reach the left big toe back towards the shin, and just let gravity do its job. Feel that right glute start to open, the back sideways. Deep breath here. Exhale, leave it all on the mat. Use your breath as a tool to come into this present moment, making each moment count. On your next in-breath, let's bring the legs up just as they are, coming into reclined pigeon. And we're going to heel toe that right foot in, push out through the left heel, reach the left toes back towards the face. This left thigh is actively pressing away from the face, reaching down towards the bottom edge of your mat. Let's take a quick twist here. I want you to drop the legs exactly as is. Drop them over to the left side of the room, wherever that might be for you. And just notice the difference in the stretch. Deep breath here. Exhale. Inhale, bring the legs up to center, taking that figure four twist or that reclined pigeon twist completely. Drop the legs all the way to the right. You can grab onto that left ankle with the right hand. Push that left thigh away from you with your mind. And take the gaze to the left. Breathe deep into that glute, low back, anywhere you feel sensation. Making each breath, each moment count today. Let's inhale, bring it back up to center, coming into our full reclined pigeon. Now, if this is enough today, stay right here. Or maybe you're going to decide to come a little bit deeper with me and pick up that right leg. Continue to press that left thigh away. Maybe you grab and interlace behind your right hamstring. Relax here, let the shoulders settle down. Back of the neck is long. Pull the right knee in as you press that left thigh away. If you need to come any deeper, grab onto the front of the shin. Take any variations you might need. I'm going to find a little dynamic movement, just rocking to the right and the left about an inch or two. Notice your breath. This is an excellent stretch for after run, post-run, cycle, HIIT, all kinds of exercise. So really trying to encourage you guys to find postures that can help you at home. Pull in for a deep breath. And exhale, we'll release the legs here. Inhale, extend the legs and the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your arms back overhead. Bring your knees into your chest. And let's take this over to our other side. Take the feet down to the mat. Heel toe the feet out wide. Take a deep breath. Press your low back into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees over to the left. Feet are as wide as the mat. Inhale, bring it to center. And let's work on that right side. So drop the knees completely over to the right and pause. Maybe this is right where you need to be. This is enough for you, and that's okay. You want to come a little bit deeper. Pick up that right foot, cross the right ankle on top of the left, and see how that draws that left knee down towards the middle of the mat. Really surrender into the posture. Breathe into those sensations. Back off if you feel any pain. Really soaking that breath into the body like steam. On your next inhale, bring the legs up. We're going to heel toe it into reclined pigeon. So walk that left foot in slightly. And then again, just reset, make sure the body feels nice. Maybe you even take your right hand and push that right thigh forward and away from the right shoulder. Take a deep breath. Deep breath out. We're going to drop the legs just as is over to the right. Notice the difference in the stretch. Just a little spine twist in figure four, reclined pigeon. Scan the body. Find joy for absolutely no reason. Bring it back up to center. And let's drop our legs over to the left. The right foot lands on the ground. The left knee is bent. Maybe not. Take your left hand, grab onto that right ankle. Energetically move that right thigh away from the face. Take the gaze to the right. Let's be here for 3, for 2. Last breath. Let it all stay on the mat. Inhale, bring the legs back up to center. And we'll take it to our reclined pigeon as deep as you need. Again, maybe this is enough today. If you pick up that left flag, grab behind the left thigh. Notice that the shoulders stay relaxed, no tension in that neck. You need to come a little bit deeper. Just listen to your body. Take this in steps. Keep that right ankle or right heel pressing away. Protect that knee and the ankle. Draw in as much as you need. If you found movement on the other side, go right ahead. We're going to be here for about 3 more breaths. Really indulge. Back of the neck is long, making any micro adjustments you need. Last breath in our reclined pigeon. Inhale and exhale. Unravel the legs, extend the legs up to the ceiling. We're going to bend the knees. Begin to rock up and down your spine, or just roll over to your right side. And we're going to meet in a comfortable, nice seated position. So crossing at the shins, I'm actually going to turn and face you guys for a moment just so that I can mirror. Let's work through the upper body and the neck. So you've noticed I've just got my shins crossed. I'm actually going to bring my right shin in front. Sit in any variation of Svastikasana, an easy seat, or Dandasana, Baddha Konasana, taking those legs out wide. And then grab that buttocks flush, pull it up from underneath those sitting bones. Really allow your sits bones to root you down. Stack your shoulders over your hips, draw that imaginary circle around the belly, and pull that navel back and in. Feel the tailbone glide down to the bottom of the mat. Grab a hold of your knees. Let's take some seated cow-cat here. So take a deep breath and pull the chest forward, tilt the chin up as much as you'd like. And as you exhale, I want you to really use the legs as a tool. Round back, draw the navel, draw the chest towards the wall behind you. Inhale, reach the heart up. We're going to do this 2 more times. Exhale, round through the back. Use your breath to connect your body, linking the breath with the movement. Last one, we're going to pull up, inhale into our cow pose, lift the heart. Keep this lift and bring the head back to center. Bring your right hand up. Elbow is towards and inside the rib cage. And we're going to drop this left ear over towards the left shoulder. I am mirroring with you guys at home. Take a deep breath in. With the left ear towards the left shoulder, exhale. Just take that arm out to the side. Feel and notice. Inhale, bring the arm in. And exhale, take it out. Do that one more time for me. Inhale, bring that left right arm in. Exhale, and take it out to the side. Inhale, reach your middle right finger back towards your right shoulder. Lift the sternum. On your next exhalation, exhale and press out through the heel of your right hand. Let's take it deeper into the neck and the arm. Start to find some movement in that hand, reaching it down and up, down and up. If you're not feeling the intensity that you need, I encourage you to reach that hand slightly back a little bit more. Take a deep breath and reach towards the right corner of the room. And we're going to slowly lower our right hand down to the mat. Lift up through the heart, deep breath here. And exhale, stay right where you are. If you'd like, draw your chin down to that left shoulder. Take a deep breath, that right shoulder is moving back. Inhale your right hand back to the right thigh. Exhale, take the chin into the chest and just find any movement with the neck, rolling side to side here. Take the hands onto the knees. We're going to pull up for 3 cow-cats. Inhale, pull the head, heart, tailbone up. On your exhale, tuck and round chin to chest. Remember that your breath pattern not match mine, and that's okay. Tuck and round. Inhale, pull it forward, heart up, chest forward. And let's come to a nice tall seat. Let's take that over to our left side. With our right hand on our thigh, reach your left hand up. Stop in the name of love. Send love to yourself today. We're going to drop this right ear over to the right shoulder. Really lifting the sternum, navel in. Take a deep breath. With your exhale, take your arm out to the side. Feel that resistance, chicken wing. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, take it out. One more time, bring the arm in. Exhale, we're going to take it out to the side and hold. So just notice what's going on in your body. Feel the sensations, no criticism, no judgment. Lean that right ear over to the right shoulder. Drop this right shoulder down. Inhale. Exhale and push up through the heel of your left hand. Reach it, reach it, reach it. And we're going to find some movement within the hand, within the wrist. Notice how that travels up the arm, into the neck, maybe even into the shoulder. Deep breath. Exhale, reach towards the left side of the room and super slowly lower that left hand down. Pausing in any sticky spots. And stay right here, just feeling and noticing. Draw that left shoulder back and maybe take the chin to the right shoulder. Breathe into any sensations you feel here. When you're ready, find your next inhalation. Take the hand to the thigh. Exhale, take the chin down to the chest and just move the head side to side here. Just working out any tension lingering in the neck. Exhale the head down to center. Interlace the fingers behind the head. Gently take the hands to the head and just let the elbows come in. Round the back towards the belly button, towards the shins. Deep breath here. Drop the shoulders down. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift the chest, open up through the elbows, open through the chest. Making every moment count. Exhale, release the hands down and out to the sides. We're actually going to come onto hands and knees for a little bit of cow-cats. So sliding the thumbs underneath the chest. We're going to stack those knees underneath the hips. So the wrist, elbow, and shoulder in one long line. Fingers are spread apart. Press the tops of the feet down into the mat. We want to draw the navel in and up. Or you can drop the belly down to the mat. On your next inhalation, tilt your head and your tailbone and your heart up. Take cow pose. When you're ready, press into the yoga mat, tucking around chin to chest, navel up to the sky, upper back to the sky, cat pose. When you're ready, arc the heart forward. Connecting your breath with your movement. Again here, tuck and round. A few more cow cats. About 2 more. Inhale, cow. Taking your time, exhale, cat. Remember, you can pause in any sticky spot. Last round here. We're going to take it to cat pose. Tucking and rounding. Come to a neutral spine here. We're going to walk the hands slightly forward. Curl your toes under, pull the belly in. We're going to lift up into turbo dog. So we're going to lift our hips and bend into our knees, sliding our hips back. The weight comes into the knuckle mounds of the hands. Press the finger pads down and spin your heels out of your eyesight. Your belly is resting on your thighs. Take a deep breath in and press your chest towards the knees. Exhale. Inhale, glide forward into plank. Shoulders stack over wrists. Always option to drop the knees here. Exhale, send it back. Turbo dog, bend into those hips. Very nice. Inhale, glide forward on your inhale, plank pose. Exhale, send it back. Turbo dog. Let's hold here. When you're ready, begin to pedal out the feet. Let's press that left toe down. Bring the right knee into the chest. Press down. Begin to find your organic movement that feels best for you. Attempt to keep the navel pulled in. Zip those low ribs in towards one another. Biceps alongside the ears, and start to find any extra wiggles, any movement here. Connect to the breath. One more deep breath here in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale, press into the hands and walk the hands back towards the feet, coming with the knees bent. We're going to come into ragdoll pose or ragdoll asana. So pull that belly in, drape the chest, drape the belly onto the thighs, bend deeply into the knees, grab opposite elbows, let the head hang heavy. So look at your belly button or look in between your knees. You can stay in stillness here or find some movement. The movement I'm going to suggest for recovering from any exercise you've done this morning. Let's sway our torso over to the right and straighten any amount through our left leg. Inhale. Exhale, swipe it through the middle, bend into the knees, inhale, come over to the left side, straighten through that right leg. And just keep going with any fluid movement here. Finding what feels best for you. Chin is down into the chest. Try to crank the head up here. Really make sure the back of the neck is long. Make it even on both sides. And exhale, make your way back into center. Take the hands down to the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway, hands to shins, rocket that heart forward. Exhale, and let's forward fold. Always option to bend your knees here. Let's walk it out to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Press your chest back to your thighs, spin those heels out. And let's start our little flow. Tilt that tailbone to the sky, lift the quadriceps. Make sure those heels are invisible. Make sure the feet are hip width apart or wider, whatever feels best for you. Pulling the navel in, rooting into the hands. Inhale and take your right heel up to the sky. Bend your right knee and open your right hip. Try to keep the weight even in the shoulders, the weight even in the hands. Try not to tent up and roll over. Just want you to keep the hips square, opening the right side of the stomach. Deep breath here. As we exhale, we're going to shift forward, bring the knee to the nose, and step the foot in between the hands. We're going to come into a runner's lunge here. So really pressing out through that left leg, really drawing this right thigh back. Check in with your alignment. Make sure your front knee and your front ankle are right in line here. Reach the heart forward, look forward, navel pulling in. Find your breath. Again, if you have blocks at home and you're struggling in this posture, take the blocks underneath the hands, yogis. Really check in. Make the posture work for you. One more breath here. Reach the heart forward. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we're going to straighten through our front leg and come into Trikonasana. So start to straighten through your right leg and then spin your left heel down. The heel should be the furthest thing away from the body. The toes are turning into the midline. Pull that belly in, root into the feet, lifting the quadriceps. Start to rotate. Take your right hand in front of the right shin, or maybe onto a block, and super slowly bring your way up into Trikonasana. Now the gaze can stay down, forward, up, whatever you need here. Notice how the gaze changes the flow. Pull the belly in. So draw that circle around the navel. Pull it back and in. Press it forward. One long line of energy here. Deep breath. If you want to go a little bit deeper with me, actually take this. Everyone take your left hand, palm faces down alongside the ear. Roll your chest up to the sky. Inhale. Reach that left hand, really feel that left side body elongate all the way from that left heel. And we're going to exhale, come forward. We're going to square that left shoulder with the mat. Take the left hand down, right hand down, and rebend into our runner's lunge here. You can wiggle, find some movement, but just notice how you feel. Deep breath here. Really active in that back thigh. Deep breath out. Pull the navel in, inhale. And exhale, we're going to drop the back knee and tuck the toes and come into low lunge here. Reach the heart forward. Imagine there's magnets in both knees and you're zippering the knees towards one another. Notice how that really activates and turns on this back glute, gets it nice and tight. We're isometrically drawing this right heel back. Notice that the knee is still stacking over the ankle. I'm just enjoying my low lunge. So if your fingertips don't reach the floor, but you want to come up a little bit higher, let them hover right here. It's more than fine. Notice the breath. Pull that navel in. 2 more here. Any movements you might need to take in your low lunge, go right ahead. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands down to the floor to frame that front foot. We're going to send the hips back. I want you to stack this left hip on top of that left knee, and then kick out your right heel. Reach your right toes back past your right shoulder for Ardha Hanumanasana. I'm going to rocket my heart and my chest forward. Deep breath. And maybe you decide to stay up, or you're going to come down a little bit and fold with me. Keep drawing your right glute back. Keep arcing the heart forward. Ardha Hanumanasana. If you need to find some movement, feel free to sway the hips. Let's be here for 5. For 4. 3. Listen to your breath. Make each moment count. We're going to lift up halfway. You can stay right here or bring your left hand right alongside your right calf. Grip into that mat like a rock climber. Steady your gaze and super slowly reach your right arm up to the ceiling and drag your right glute back, getting a little bit more intense into your half splits here. Open the chest, open the chest, open the chest. Deep breath here. Exhale, inhale. And exhale, let's frame that front foot with both hands. Let's super slow glide back into that low lunge for a minute. Deep breath here. Very nice, yogis. We're going to plant our left hand down on our yoga mat. Now maybe you might have a strap or something at home, or you're just going to do the best you can. Work with what you've got. We are going to actively bring up this back knee. See if you can reach your right hand forward and windmill up all the way back and grab on to that foot. Now that's asking a lot, and I understand that. So again, if you have a towel, you might want to loop it around there. But see if you can grab the foot, reach the heart forward, and maybe just draw the foot towards your buttock. Reach your left knee back to get a stretch into your quadricep, this left quadricep. If you want to go a little bit deeper with me, take that right knee and the right toes out to the side. Let the hips come a little bit lower. Square the chest. Let's breathe in for 4, 3. Really going deep, really feeling that stretch. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Inhale. Slowly, without slingshotting, let that leg calm down. If your right knee turned out to the side, bring it back up. Quick Ardha Hanumanasana just to reset from that deep, intense quad stretch. Let's come back into our low lunge. Plant the hands, curl the back toes, lift the back knee. Belly is strong, so you can pick up your right foot and quietly take it back to the back of your mat. We're in plank pose. Deep breath here. Imagine there's a string around your ankle pulling you up to the sky, almost catting the back. Deep breath out. Inhale, power forward onto the tippy toes. Exhale, lower all the way down onto the belly, however you need. Take the chin down to the mat. See if you can grab opposite elbows behind you or interlace all 10 fingers and press the palms together. So really reach the knuckles away from the body. Press the tops of the feet down into the mat. Inhale, pull your navel in. Exhale, press your pubic bone down. Inhale, peel the chest up off the mat. Take your gaze down to the short edge for a long neck. Try to get your hands off your tushy if they're on your seat. Deep breath, press your feet into the mat. Go up a little higher. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gently release the hands. Exhale, lower down. Press into the tops of the feet. We're going to take some cobra pulses here. Belly in. Without using the hands are alongside the shoulders. I want you to inhale. Exhale. Inhale, let's lift up for a cobra. Lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's go for 4. Exhale, lower. Exhale, lower. 2 more, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, lift. Exhale, lower. Press into the hands up into your Bhujangasana, Cobra, whatever that means for you. So try to let the elbows split out. Really draw the elbows in, draw the shoulders down. Deep breath here. Deep breath out. You can always come down lower. See if you can oscillate the head to the left. Bring it back to center. Take the gaze over to the right. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, cascade completely down. Curl your toes, press back up to high plank. And let's exhale into downward facing dog. Making any movements, any adjustments here, pedal it out, shake the head. Deep breaths here, tailbone tilting up to the sky. Belly is nice and strong. Those heels are invisible. Inwardly rotate your thighs. And again, pressing into all 10 knuckle mounds of the hands, gripping the finger pads into the mat like a rock climber. Let's take that over to our other side. Deep breath. Exhale, press your chest towards your thighs. Your next inhale, take your left heel up to the sky, bend the knee and open the hip. Try to keep the weight even into the hand. Try to keep those shoulders square. If it doesn't happen, don't tell yourself anything mean. Deep breath here. As we exhale, we're gonna shift forward. Bring your left knee with you and step the left foot in between the hands. Let's sink into that runner's lunge. Really pressing out through that right heel again. Your left knee is in line with your left knee is in line with your left ankle. Reach the heart forward. Just notice the breath and make each moment count. Chest is forward. Soften the jaw. After this exhalation, we're going to take it into that Trikonasana. So we're going to start to straighten our left leg. Really make sure this quadricep is lifted. Spin that right heel down. Take your time with it. So notice I come up, really solidify here, and then start to super duper slowly. I want you guys to rotate and open up that right arm. Steady your gaze. Press hips forward. Tilt the skull slightly back. Trikonasana. Notice what you're feeling. Remember to breathe. And remember, or imagine someone's pulling this right middle finger up to the sky. Deep breath here. Exhale, take that right hand alongside the ear. Move the abdomen from the left to the right and spiral the chest open. Even more deep breath. Deep breath out. We'll come back. Square the chest towards the front of the room and lower the hands down. Rebend into your left knee, spin onto the ball of that back foot. So we're back in this runner's lunge. Reach the chest forward. Deep breath here. Actively draw this left butt cheek back. Root and press out through that right heel. So there's a difference between being here and really being square in your hips. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to inhale, drop that right knee. Untuck those right toes. Coming into this low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Really zipper those knees towards one another. Pull in the pelvic floor. Pull the navel in again. Just maybe you need to come up a little bit more. Maybe you have blocks at home, so you have your hands on blocks. But you're more than welcome to be here, down here. Keep reaching the chest forward and encouraging these hips to come down to the mat. Breathe in for 2. Deep breath here. I'm going to take the hands on either side of the front foot. Frame that front foot, send it back for half splits. Ardha Hanumanasana. So again, do the setup. We really want that back glute and that back knee, that right knee and hip to stack on top of one another, and then reach this left big toe past your shoulder. You're not even seeing it anymore. Your heart is shooting forward. Notice the breath. Finding 5 breaths here. And you can find some movement, moving the hips. You can stay in stillness. You can come into a deep fold. Really finding what works best for you this morning. Realizing that not every posture has to match what it looks like on social media. How does it feel inside your body? Could you close your eyes and feel these poses? If you took the twist with me on the other side, I want you to lift up on an in-breath. Exhale, plant your right hand, grip into that mat like a rock climber, super slow. As you keep the gaze steady, start to reach the left arm up. And then with your mind, drag that left buttock back, drag it back, drag it back. Find that intensity for 2. Wiggle your top fingers if you're having a good time. Woohoo! Finding joy in the moment. Making every moment count. Deep breath. On our exhale, we're going to reframe that left foot. Rebend into the front knee. Low lunge here. Adjust your body as necessary. And let's take that deep quadricep stretch. We're going to put our right hand down onto the mat if you have a block at home. Maybe your hand's on that block. And we're going to prep ourselves. So go ahead and bring up that right knee. Reach your left hand forward and windmill it all the way towards the back of the room. Again, if you're not catching the foot, maybe you're just waiting. Maybe you're here. I was here for a very long time. There's nothing wrong with that. Or maybe you can pull that foot in. Reach the chest back towards the front of your mat. Again, if you need to let that left knee track out, take the toes with it. Please, please, please. Protect the knee, protect the ankle, protect the entire body. Belly is in. Maybe on the exhale, you sink those hips a little bit deeper. Let's be here for 2. down onto the belly. We're going to meet in Sphinx pose, elbows underneath the shoulders. Reach the fingers forward, press the tops of the feet into the mat, and power the heart forward. Deep breath here. Shoulders back, exhale. Stay in your Sphinx pose, inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, really reach that heart up to the sky. Exhale, keep that lift, but take the chin into the chest. Roll the right ear towards the right shoulder and draw this left elbow back. Inhale. Exhale, chin down into chest. Inhale over to the left side. Exhale, pull that right elbow back. Inhale. Exhale, into chest. We're going to lower all the way down. Press into your hands. And I want you to start to lead with your tushy. So lead with your seat. Slide it up, slide it up. You want to stack the knees over the hips and walk it down into Anahata Asana puppy pose. So with the knees stacking over the hips, maybe the forehead comes down to the mat, or maybe the chin comes down to the mat. If you want to come a little bit deeper, if the chin's already down, tend up onto the fingertips, making it a little bit more intense for these shoulders. Press Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. I'm actually going to face you guys for this part. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together, knees out to the sides. Take your hands to your ankles. Draw that circle around the belly. Lift the sternum up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Let's undulate our spine down towards the floor. Lead with the heart. Inhale. Push into your hands. Lift up. Exhale. Pull the heart down. One more time. Just like that. Undulate. Lift the spine. Now take all that length and fold. We're going to hold here for about 5 deep breaths. Take the hands wherever you want. Maybe your head rests in your feet. Maybe it doesn't. No judgment. Remember, the depth of your fold does not define you, but how you react in your postures, how you take and apply this love, this compassion, this health, this just positivity on this yoga mat that we cultivate. How do you carry that into the real world? So you can come a little bit deeper. 2 deep breaths. Inhale. Really soak that breath into the sensations like steam. Soak it into the bones. And after this exhalation, use your inhalation to walk your body up. We're going to take a twist here. Take your right hand to the left ankle. Take your left hand back behind you like a little kickstand. Inhale, lift your heart and rotate it towards that left knee. Exhale and twist to the left. Now that might be enough for you today. You might need a little bit more. I'm going to take my right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Inhale, lift the chest forward and to the left. And then rotate the chest towards the back of the room. Press to the pinky toe edges of the feet. Deep breath in. And exhale, rotate. Feel your twist. Take a deep breath, indulge. Inhale the gaze back to center. Exhale, we're going to take it all the way over to the other side. So grab onto that right ankle with the left hand. Your right fingertips tint up behind you. Inhale, lift that heart, finding joy in every moment, making each moment count. Exhale, rotate and twist. Adding a little bit more, that left hand will come to the top of the right thigh. Inhale, lift, 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 shoulders down the back. Exhale, rotate. Finding your edge, that Goldilocks place The sensation is not too much, not too little, but just right. On your next inhale, look forward. Exhale, unravel the body here. All right, yogis, close the knees like a book around. Give yourself a hug, forehead into the knees. And let's take this into a little deeper. Well, actually, we're going to come onto the back. So with your feet down at the edge of your mat, make sure you're down here nice and cozy. Grab onto the backs of your knees, pull that belly in. I want you to slightly lean back, and when you feel the belly catch, super slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. You reach the arms overhead. Really take a minute to adjust down here. Make sure everything feels nice and long. You know me, if you've come to class with me, reset that low back as much as you can. We're going to come into bridge pose, Chatushpadasana, or also known as Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. So walk the feet in close to the buttocks. I kind of just graze my fingertips with my middle finger. The big toes are pointing forward and the thighs are hugging in towards one another. Place your hands by your hips. Take a deep breath as you draw the navel into the spine. Crown of the head is lengthening towards the top of the mat. Press into the feet as you inhale. Lift the outer hips up for bridge pose. Puff the heart up towards the ceiling. If you want to come deeper, I want you to interlace your fingers and rock your shoulders underneath your back. Try to get your toes to point straight forward. Press the outer hips up to the sky. Move the chin slightly away from the chest if it's compromising the breath. And hug the inner thigh bones in. Press up for 3, 2. Last one, best one here. On your inhale, if you have that bind underneath your back, release the bind. Reach your arms overhead. Reach your glute flesh towards the bottom of the mat. Super slow. Take the upper back down, mid back, and low back fully releasing. And then you can sway the knees here. I prefer to hug the knees into the chest. That's more my style. From here, draw your knees into your chest with me if you're not there yet. We're going to take the knees out towards the armpits, and then I want you to take your feet to face the ceiling. So for some of us, this is not so accessible, and so really focus on getting the heels and the soles of the feet up, and then maybe you don't grab onto anything. Maybe you grab onto the back of your thighs, and you can just do a little lock here. So the goal is not to grab onto the outer edges of the feet. We want that tailbone rooting down instead of floating up and crunching. Maybe you grab onto the calves, or again, come to the inner or outer edges of the feet. So really try to keep that tailbone from curling up. Root the tailbone down. Back of the neck is long. You can find some movement here. If you'd like to take a straddle, I'm going to draw my left heel in towards my groin and press up through my right leg. Super slow. I'm going to draw my right leg out to the side, keeping my pelvis even here. My shoulders are still relaxed. This is causing you tension by holding on to that foot. Grab onto the outer thigh. Don't make things so hard on yourself. We already do that enough. When you're ready, bring it back to happy baby. We'll take that right leg in towards the perineum or the groin, kick out the left heel. And notice I don't straight go into the posture and fall over. I take it slow, keeping my pelvic floor even, both glutes pressing into the mat. Notice your breath, notice the sensations in the thigh. Let's inhale, bring it back to happy baby. Exhale, root that tailbone down. As we come into our twist to close our class, slowly bring your knees into your chest. Find any organic movements you need to smooth it out. If there's a posture that I didn't give you at home and you know that posture is your favorite thing to do, go ahead and take that now. We're going to goalpost or cactus the arms out to the sides. We're going to pull the navel in and drop the knees over to the left. Maybe take the gaze to the right. Now you can keep that left hand out. I just take my left hand to my right thigh. Relax everything. So reach that buttocks flesh down, soften the belly, breathe in for 3. On your next inhale, bring the knees back up to center. Navel into spine. Exhale the knees over to the right. Yes, if you heard that pop, that was me. Find that breath. Close the eyes. All is without concern here. Making each breath, each moment count. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. Extend your legs out long on your mat. Turn your feet out so the toes flop out to the sides. Let the palms turn up and face alongside the body. Make sure the back of your neck is long as we come into Shavasana, corpse pose. Try to find complete stillness here. Part the teeth, relax the jaw. Yogis, I encourage you to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you need. I am going to go ahead and seal in our practice. Again, stay there as long as you need and come up slowly. Thank yourself for showing up on your mat. Yogis, thank you so much for continuing to be a part of the HIIT4FIT fam. Again, this is Yoga with Daisha on Fridays at noon. Please send any questions, comments to us. We love you guys more than you'll ever know. Thank you so much for continuing to practice with us. Thank you for spending your hour with me here at the Yoga Den. Thank you so much.